Hey everyone, Garrett here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of This Week at Tate Yoko. We've got a great show lined up for you today. Of course, we're going to have Fitz, the warehouse update, Terry's pick of the day, but we're also going to talk about who and what inspires our style, where to find inspiration, at least the good inspiration, and how to have great styling the easy way. So you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. But before we get into all of that, you know the drill. Do me a huge favor, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, so we're gonna get started with the fits. As usual, I'm gonna go pretty quick. I have the In Situ watch cap in navy on top. The red ones are on the way, they're coming. So if you wanted to get a red one, coming soon. But until then, we do have the navy, the black, the gray, all of those on the website, which I do like. I'm wearing the jungle cloth, the brushed jungle cloth zip jacket in tan, which I'm loving. I have been wearing this basically 24/7 since it came into the warehouse. I have white circular knit tee, strong guy left hand twills, Wesco Boss. I switched back to my Shell Cordovan card holder, so I'm on Team Shell Cordovan. I am getting excited for the new Shell wallets that are going to be made soon, and I saved the best for last. Big news, big news. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know that something went missing near and dear to me. It was very sad. And guess what? It's back, baby.
Oh my God, he found it.
The Benchmade 940 is back.
Where was it?
It was in my house. It was like in the closet. It fell into a box. It probably fell out of my pocket or something, but finally reunited. I thought it was gone forever, but I felt like it maybe would turn up, and it did turn up, so okay. I do have it back.
Feels good, man.
Okay, Maxim is, he's next.
Bonjour tout le monde. Today I'm gonna show you this new jacket. I think released last Thursday?
No, this Thursday.
This Thursday. The Yagasuri
Denim.
9.5 ounce Japanese jacquard twill in a medium. There's 2% stretch. It's really light compared with what I'm used to wear, and really comfy. It's like a pajama. You just need your popcorn in front of the TV. I'm wearing for the bottom part of my outfit a pair of classic indigo duck that I wore only maybe like 2 weeks total, and it's already like kind of fading around my phone and wallet, so it's pretty fast fading. And I got my Converse leather, cow leather.
Cow leather.
Yeah, windproof.
What's on your head?
Oh yeah, don't forget the In Situ Jacques Cousteau edition. There's still some in the box, so don't be shy.
We'll get some for you. Okay, thank you very much for Max. He always brings it. Shout out. Everyone, keeping it very simple over here. Nothing too fancy. This is just kind of my daily driving kit here at the warehouse. I got the Thursday sneakers in leather. I got the MIJ12s True Guys green cast. All right, so you can see that green cast coming through. To match the green cast, of course, I have the Hunter green hoodie. I just kind of like this guy. I take naps in this hoodie. Anyone who works here will definitely see me with the hood pulled up, the hat over my eyes, just taking my little post-lunch repose over here. It keeps me going over here. In terms of little knickknacks to show off, I want to show off my little homemade keychain over here. This one's made from Emperor Slub 2 belt. I pulled some from the darkest corner of the warehouse, got some cool fades. This is just a reminder that we are working on, I believe, 40-ounce keychain, so stay tuned. We're gonna make a little poster about that when it does come in, so that'll be a pretty cool thing if Empress Love. You can't get that, but the 40-ounce keychains you guys will be able to get, and that'll be a lot of fun. So, not too much. I'm gonna dive into a quick warehouse update while I'm here. What we're doing here at the warehouse here is we're really doubling down on inventory. If anyone works in the biz, you know how this is. This is a fact of life here. Well, we have a very big sale coming up in a month, but it feels like tomorrow. That's right, the Black Friday. So we're getting ready for Black Friday by kind of really diving down and getting very serious with the inventory here in the annex in the warehouse. So yeah, gonna be seeing a lot of us with a little inventory party planned for this. So hopefully there's gonna be no out of stocks here. Everything that you guys want so we get delivered right to your door. And there may even be a couple little bit of old surprises that we find buried under a dusty shelf and we'll bring back to life. So yeah, that's it from the warehouse. Let's move on to the meat and potatoes of our show over here.
The releases this week. Don't forget, we have the Yagasuri Denim coming on Thursday, as well as the Jungle Cloth jackets. This is going to be releasing in the Super Guy, Weird Guy, Easy Guy, True Guy, Denim jacket, and Kimono jacket. The chore coat will be coming, but at a later date. So those things I mentioned will be releasing. Terry and I did a really nice video going through all the details on the Yagasuri. So if you don't know anything about it, if you don't know what Yagasuri means and you want to find out what it means after this video, you want to check out that one and learn all about this really fun, super comfy, and interesting fabric. So definitely check that out. And then of course, like I said, the Jungle Cloth jackets. This one's the tan. It's also coming in the Army, which is a green color, and dark navy. And I'm really excited about that. They're gonna patina nicely. They're brushed on the inside, so they're comfy. They have this nice kind of almost corduroy look on the outside. It is not corduroy, it's jungle cloth, or also known as Bedford cloth. So it is not a corduroy, but it looks and feels a lot like a mini whale corduroy. So really nice jacket. I'm super excited about these. I think people are really gonna like them. Nice brass YKK zipper on it. Feels very classic and luxurious. So yeah, those are gonna be coming this Thursday as well. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I planned basically one big segment here to talk about, and it's gonna be a general discussion, but I'm gonna kind of go through a bunch of things first, and I will preface this by saying you definitely want to pay attention to this. Some of this information changed my life when I learned this when I was younger. And if you follow some of this advice, it's going to make your life way easier, and you're going to be able to look great with very minimal effort. So like I said, we're going to talk about who or what inspires your style, where to find inspiration, and how to have great styling the easy way, so you don't have to put in a whole lot of effort, just a little bit of effort. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is, where do people get their modern inspiration for their style? So other than seeing people on the street and your friends, you're probably gonna find a lot of people are getting style inspiration from things like TikTok, things like Instagram, Reddit. In general, the internet is probably where most people are consuming a lot of media. The thing about fashion and the internet, though, is that it's so fast. There's like this constant cycle that people are always trying to come up with the new thing, get the numbers up. And because of that, it's also very trend driven. So you'll see a lot of things come and go really fast online. There's always, like the new core, or, you have like office core, gorp core. There's always the new style that's coming into the meta and then quickly fading out. But generally, I find like in order to follow these trends, you gotta have to buy a whole bunch of new stuff every single time, and often they're not necessarily the best quality items either. So because it's constantly changing, I generally try to tell people to avoid this area for picking up the long-term styling tips. Some things that are easy to get sucked into in terms of buying expensive or trendy pieces are, and don't hate on me, you can leave a comment, things streetwear related. And don't get me wrong, I like streetwear, I love the whole concept. I have a lot of streetwear pieces too, but streetwear is very guilty of this. Hype sneakers, skinny tapered jeans, think tall tees, anything with the word associated archive or hype generally are things that I try to avoid, because they're things that are generally expensive, sometimes hard to get, and they become really cool, and then all of a sudden they're not really cool, and then you're stuck with a closet of sneakers that are not the cool sneakers anymore, and no one wants to wear. And then lastly, I would say a big tip is avoid resellers. If you're dealing with any shoes or fashion pieces or any clothing that has resellers involved, to me that's a red flag. That means that there's going to be kind of a big spike and then drop in whatever the trendiness or coolness or effectiveness of that item is, because there's so much demand. Of course there's going to be kind of a crash afterwards. So Garrett, you're telling me don't go on TikTok, don't go on Instagram, don't go on the internet, whatever. Where should I find my inspiration for my style? So what I usually try to do is look for what I call like classic inspiration. So this would be things like magazines or books. So I have a few examples here. We have some of the magazines we have here down in the store, like Popeye, Lightning. Got this nice magazine with a guy in the front. You may recognize him. We'll talk about him more later. Second.
Is it Jeremy Allen White?
No, it's not Jeremy Allen White. Yeah. Okay, it kind of looks like him from this side. But anyways, so, there are these Japanese style magazines, which I highly recommend you try to find and pick them up, because these Japanese magazines will typically have issues dedicated to like a certain style, and they'll do like a really deep dive into whatever particular style that is and have like all the items, all the ways you can style it, the heritage, the history, the icons who wore this style. So examples would be, Ivy League or preppy look, heritage, motorcycle kind of style, city boy, military style, dandy style, whatever you're into. I almost guarantee you there is a magazine, a Japanese magazine that goes deep into whatever that style is, and shows everything that you're going to need to get, and all the different type of possible combinations. So definitely check that out. But if you can't find that, another good place to look is movies, of course. Movies, they have big budgets, they have professional styling. A lot of time and money and thought goes into that. The icons and actors in those movies, think, musicians, artists, public figures, you're going to look up these people and see what they're wearing, because most of the time they're being dressed professionally, so they're going to look really good. These items tend to be more timeless, better curated, especially, in the magazine, like it's well curated. And I find if you look to these sources, you're going to find higher quality items in general. Okay, so to start you off, I have a few of my favorite classic menswear icons, and I want to talk to Terry and Maxim and see if they have any ideas too. Some of my favorite menswear icons to look to are Steve McQueen, also known as the King of Cool. He has a couple great movies, The Great Escape or Bullet, both good options to watch. Marlon Brando in The Wild One, he's pretty stylish in that movie. James Dean, of course. Rebel Without a Cause, another great movie you can reference. You'll definitely notice that I take inspiration. Even this outfit right here is kind of inspired by that movie in a way. Brad Pitt, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love his looks in that movie. And then, of course, 007. 007 is always super cool and well dressed. So you could look up Daniel Craig. I know we do have some fans who found us through Daniel Craig and through the 007 franchise, because in one of his films, which one is it? No Time to Die? I don't know. Whatever the recent one is.
It's the No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
Yeah.
There is a scene where
Spectre's old, bro.
No, not Spectre. Where he's wearing our jeans, I believe it's the stretch selvage in The Weird Guy. So again, like, you can just go into those movies, find different outfits that he's wearing, and take that as a reference. And then, so now we're gonna get to. It's a 2-pager. That's how many notes I have. I'm sorry if I look like I'm reading off the notes, but there's just a lot of detail, a lot of information that I want to get to you guys. So I mentioned at the beginning. What did I say exactly? I said how to have great styling the easy way. So I'm gonna let you in on the secret. So the key is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. It shouldn't be that complicated. It's likely that whatever clothes you have or are planning to buy or whatever style you want to do has been done before. So again, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. And the tip that I usually tell people is find a celebrity that you really like, that you like their style, and that you also look like. I'm talking, maybe hair color, similar skin color, similar build, height, because these are all important things when it comes to styling. Find someone that you really like and basically copy their style. It's easy. I know it kind of sounds cheesy, But just to get started, you can do this, and you can watch their movies, take screenshots, or just Google image search and find the specific looks that they have. Go out and find those pieces and essentially like replicate those looks. And then from there, you're going to have like a really good base, like kind of a capsule collection wardrobe that you can put on. Trust me, no one's going to know. No one's going to say like, hey, you look like blah, blah, blah from this movie. It'll be fine. You can also do this with the magazines. So let me see if this magazine has any examples in here. But anyways, these magazines will typically have like a section where there's like different people wearing different outfits, or like famous people wearing different outfits, and you can copy from those magazines or take inspiration from the magazines. And so yeah, once you build up your closet with a few of these like kind of iconic staple pieces, you can mix and match them, put your own spin on things, and then kind of go from there, add little different hats, accessories, whatever, to make them your own. And then finally, things to watch out for, okay? So this is very important, so you want to remember this. And I was talking to Terry about this already. Say you watch a movie and you see in The Great Escape that Steve McQueen's wearing some really nice chinos. And you go, okay, great, I'm gonna get some tan chinos. You go to the store, you buy some tan chinos, you bring them home, you put them on. They don't look like the ones in the movie. And the thing is that cuts may have changed substantially between when that movie was filmed and when you went to the mall or wherever you got those chinos and put them on. So be very aware that things, it may be called a chino, but it's completely different. It may be called the same jacket. In general, jackets have gotten a lot longer than they used to be. Pants tend to have lower rise. So again, be careful of that. Of course, and this is gonna sound obvious, but buy the right size. A lot of people don't even know really what their size is, so make sure you try on, if you can, different sizes and get other people's feedback on buying the right size. If you have it way too big, you're gonna look goofy. If it's too small, it's also gonna look goofy. So buy the right size, and then if necessary, take it to your tailor. So you wanna make sure your pants are the right length. You wanna make sure your shirts are the right lengths, sleeves are the right lengths. If you need it, take it in on the sides on the shirts. Do that too. I shorten all my shirts, so I like to have it so it just falls a little bit below the belt like that. If I don't, it ends up being a little bit too long. It makes your legs cut off. They don't look proportional, and that's something you want to avoid. So definitely make sure to get to know your tailor. And finally, when in doubt, stick to the classics. I know it's really tempting to get those Rick Owens sneakers, but it's the classics, like Vincent knows. Like the derbies, the loafers, the boots.
The best.
Those are the classics. They stand the test of the time. They're never going to look bad. They're never going to go out of style. So definitely stick to the classics. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to you guys and get your opinions.
What's my opinion? I really just arrived. I was in store. I sold a shot.
Oh, well done.
Which one?
Nice shot.
Type 2. No, not diabetes. the type 2 horse hide.
Word.
Yo, straight up.
Word.
Couple walked in, they're like, put on the jacket. Went, okay, through it. Put on another jacket. Okay, through it. I was like,
some man shopping right there.
I love it.
He knew what he was getting before he came.
He hopped in. No, he actually had no clue. He was like, I had no clue what you guys sold here. I just knew this negative famous.
Styling tips, my guy.
Styling tips?
Styling tip. So I was talking about, to give you a little refresher, classic style inspirations, movies, magazines, like the ones we have in store. Steve McQueen, James Dean, Brad Pitt. Who are your style icons other than myself?
Who are my style icons? Like in like media that we've viewed?
Yeah, like if you could say like top 3 celebrities that you love their style and you kind of like take inspiration from them.
Dude, I actually never look at celebrities be like, this person dresses well.
Nah, facts.
Never. I'm like, yo, who are these guys?
It shows.
It's because they haven't. It shows? Yeah. That's terrible.
The best fit you have is the one you ripped off me.
No, this is my best fit right now. You're just hating. It's nice. You should probably buy a new shirt. This one stinks. But, no, I guess honestly, yeah, it's like James Dean is one. Like the cigarette pack, cuff sleeve, shorts cropped, With Garrett trying to rip right now. See, like, everything's stolen, man. Don't worry. What I stole from me, stole from me.
And that's literally a point. I said everything's stolen. Don't reinvent the wheel.
You said don't reinvent
Everything
the wheel.
has been done before, and you don't have to
Reinvent
feel
yourself.
Reinvent. You don't have to feel bad because every single thing that you think is a new idea, someone else has already done before. So you're not really. Clothes it.
Yeah.
It just exists.
Exactly.
You just got to wear it.
I can't really follow celebrities because my body is not celebrity. It's a little bit more voluptuous in the front side.
Yo, facts.
Same like Vinny.
Ooh, that was weak.
Anyways, styling tips. Styling tips I will give. The clothes you see on the people in the movies, it might have also been what you bought, but they got it tailored. Not only did the cut change, they get it tailored sometimes. Like I've had shirts where I just bought and I got it like, I guess more tapered because it was kind of like flaring out. So that's another thing. Just
It's
get
funny
your
that
clothes.
you're literally saying exactly what I wrote down.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I straight up just kidding. I didn't even see
No,
this.
but it's true. This stuff we're not making up. This isn't
Yeah.
fake news. This is kind of standard stuff. But if you don't know, then you don't know. So
Exactly.
so now
Get
you know.
tailored. I guess you know who I really liked, man. I always wanted to be like. I just got into it, like Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers. Dude, I hopped in those coveralls.
Want to
Dude.
be
Wait,
like
what?
I don't
what's
kill
your
people.
celebrity inspiration?
No, but like you know why these guys are wearing coveralls and stuff like that? It's insanely comfortable to like run around in. Like, I bought one just for chilling in the house. I have it. I just like hop in like my Dickies jumpsuit at the house, and I'm just like.
Thing is, coveralls are actually very important to get the sizing right, and it's
If
the
not,
sizing
man.
from here to here.
Yeah. If not, you're gonna have a.
Yeah, if you
Camille.
don't get the ratio, like the body length right on your coveralls, you're gonna have a bad time, trust me. Then you're gonna have to, basically coveralls almost always need alterations or you gotta cuff them a whole bunch because
Oh.
like the leg is probably gonna be too long or too short or whatever, so.
You know, there's a style inspiration, but I could never fulfill it. Those Ivy League Japan dudes, or like the Americana, like prep Japan guys. Those guys are the best. I can't do baggy the same way they do because their baggy is they're wearing American clothing. I'm from North America, so like I fit those clothes. But yeah, you know, also Garrett's my style inspiration. Just gonna
You just find
inflate
a way
his
to get
ego
it.
higher and higher and higher. You know, I want engineer boots and shot jackets. What about you, Justin? You got any? You have a guy you follow?
Hey guys. I just got
Jeremy
off
Allen
watch-
White.
I actually have only watched like a bit of the first season. I should watch the rest. I know it's very good. Don't hate me.
Don't worry, I
Um,
haven't caught up on the second season yet.
Look, see, there you go. It's all right. We all make mistakes.
Maddie Matheson is a great. You know what? I follow Maddie Matheson.
Big boy.
You know what? Yeah, one, he's a big boy, and he's just got the sauce.
Nah, what the That's a
Huh?
Sauce all over his mouth.
The sauce is all over his mouth and shirt. Him and I are really the same.
You know what's funny though? That guy, if I could ask one question to Maddie Matheson, let us know down in the comments, Maddie. Where do you source all the hats from? I watch every single Maddie
The
Matheson.
Brite.
I'm sure he like is like.
Ontario, you just go to like a what do you call it, like an antique place, and they're just selling like shit hats.
I think he's just like got a hat thrifting
got a plug.
addiction. He must have a closet full of hats because every single time he's wearing like a cool new vintage hat in all his videos.
Selling all the time.
I don't think he's got time for that.
Maddie hats. Anyways, sorry, Justin.
As far as like style inspirations, I don't have like one thing. It's a few things. It's kind of like picking a favorite movie. You can never really think of it when the time comes. They influence you. I think as far as like style goes, I think I was very like influenced by the Matrix, but them not in the Matrix. Them like in the real world. They're all very like they wear very lived in clothes. They don't have a lot. Their stuff is very like it's very worn. It's very loved. I think it's not very always seen or noticed, but I think like low key, I've seen the Matrix like probably short of like shy of like 1 million times now, and I think each time I take a little bit more away in like how they wear their clothes and how they're so worn. They don't have a lot of stuff. An individual style like icon I think is like he and I are very different builds and heights, but like long ago, like 2000s, Johnny Depp had some great style.
Fire.
He wore great jeans.
Very fire.
He wore engineer boots. He wore nice leather jackets.
just
I like to
copied
see
Garrett.
anyone here. It's true, actually, kind of, but I don't wear any of them.
Copying Johnny Depp.
Hey, look at
That's
that.
a lie.
He's cool. If you're looking for some style inspiration, go look at some old photos of Johnny Depp. He wore some pretty cool stuff.
I reckon Kevin Bacon in Footloose got some he got some nice ass style.
There you go, guys. That's all from me though. Stay safe out there.
Okay, well, unless anybody else has anything else to say, looks like the answer is no. that's the end of the segment. So I'm curious to know who your favorite style icons are. Put it down below in the comments, because I'm always interested in seeing, other iconic style people. Of course, for myself, I like Steve McQueen, Paul Newman. Who else did I say? James Dean. Those are probably like my top 3. But those guys are icons. Anyways, let us know down in the comments. But I think it's time for Terry's pick of the day.
And it's time for the word of the week over here. So, as you may very well know, every single week we have a special section right at the end of the video where I'll say a special word. And if you put that word in the comment section of your order, you can get entered to win a little prize from us. We have little bags. We've had all kinds of treats. And you'll definitely get like a couple of extra stickers, a love letter written by somebody that you've seen on this video. And yeah, tape measures. We're doing tape measures this week. So we get a little tape measure. I gotta keep one in my pocket. I used to keep one in my pocket.
Me too, man.
yeah. I used to keep one in my pocket. There we go. They're not.
He keeps one on
Butterfingers.
They measure in the new money and the old money. They hold their shape. They
What
retract.
does that even mean? New money, old money. Tell us
Imperial
more.
metric.
Yeah, imperial metric.
For the people who don't know what imperial means, what does that mean?
Imperial is also known as freedom units.
Flying eagles?
Yeah, no, that's bananas in football fields. I think that's the standard unit of measurement. But if you're not into that, that's inches and feet or centimeters and meters. New old money, yes. But the gist is, if you put that word in, you get a little extra from us, and we do appreciate that there. So without further ado, last week's work, of course, was subbatize. That's the rapid assessment of a number of numbers, like a given quantity there. So quickly know how many coins or whatever you have. Great deal, great skill if you work in a night market or something like that. And we actually had somebody write in and suggest a new word that goes along with subitizing, and that is knolling. So I'm going to put knolling as the new word of the week. So if you put the word of the week knolling in the comment section of your order, you'll definitely be getting a little something from us. But for the winner last week, we have all the way from Cape Coral, Florida. I don't know if that's been ravaged or not ravaged by hurricanes. I'll assume not ravaged. Hope you guys are doing well down there. We have Brendan, all right? And Brendan ordered these really cool jacket over here. We have a nice, I'm going to show it off to the people. A classic, solid black jacket.
Oh, so good.
Classic. There you go. Really good. So we do hope you enjoy your jacket. We're going to throw in a cool little bag. You've seen it before. You know it. You like it. Thank you very much, Brendan. As always, we read every single comment that you give it to us on social media. All the comments, all the posts, especially all the comments in the orders. We do love them. Keep them coming. It does mean a lot to us. So without further ado, that's the end of the episode. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, new release this Thursday, 11 a.m. And for the special Halloween stream, which is 1 hour earlier, it's me and Gary are going to be there from 6 to 7 p.m. on Thursday evening. That's it for now. Thank you very much. Take care of each other. Goodbye.